Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm leaving for Atlanta in like 4 hours, 5 hours, but it's enough time for a little bit of a short stream. This is a deck I've been playing off stream for like the last week and a half, 2 weeks. It's, obviously we're playing a lot of Mono Green Devotion on stream. This is the one version I did not try with main deck Vivien Arkbow Ranger. I didn't try this on stream, and I'm pretty happy I did. Because basically, as like soon as I started playing with Vivien, it was like immediately apparent this was the best version. Vivien gives you extra removal against a melee combo, and it gives you like the speed and interaction you need against Lotus Field, where you have just like a lot more like either turn 4 kills or turn 4. Turn 4 kills are mostly post board, but like turn 4 like Emrakul or Ulamog to interact with your Lotus Field opponent. I've been super impressed with it immediately. Still, maintaining the Sunken Citadel mana base, I think I've been very impressed with. As the metagame evolved with the melee combo, I started also to move away from any main deck Hornet Queens I had, where it seems like Convoke is very much on the downswing, a melee combo on the rise. So this is kind of weird, where a melee combo I don't think is a good matchup. But I think this formula of having 9 removal spells in the main deck, and also just having Vivien to, like, if you ultimate Vivien and can cast an Eldrazi, you usually win, has been a good formula. I think a play draw matters a lot in that matchup, and having access to so much removal, it gives you a good game plan. And I'm also playing a couple Weathered Runestone post-board. I'm also playing a couple Damping Spheres, 2 Damping Sphere, 2 Runestone. Obviously, this card is fucking awkward as hell in your Garenbrig Nykthos Citadel deck, but the Lotus matchup is still not amazing. The Planeswalker combo, like that matchup is like probably the worst one by a lot. I'm kind of banking on people not playing it. I've played against it once in like these, like I think not just even these 42 matches, even like all my Pioneer testing, I played against it once. I got crushed. Nobody plays it. Although actually I have a friend who is playing it, but he's kind of crazy. What is the Melee combo? It's the black-white creature whenever you gain life, explore. The combo is with Wild Growth Walker and anything that makes you gain life or explore to destroy all creatures, make Melee a 20 power creature and attack for 20. It's pretty good. I've also found that Titan of Industry giving stuff a shield counter sometimes like lets you like chump block the Amelia, untap and stabilize. Yeah, still liking the Hornet Queens of the sideboard. It's been a long time working on the list. I'm very happy with it. I think I would have been a little bit more happy with it if I didn't think Amelia was going to be. But it says, "What are you doing on Pioneer though?" I got IRC tomorrow. What is the Planeswalker combo deck? Yeah, so it's the Boros Planeswalker. It's like the Geological Appraiser combo. You minus that, and you can only hit like Spark Doubles or Release the Winds, and you just like deal your opponent 20 over the course of a couple minutes. Had I reached the conclusion of 4 Trolls, 0 Pelucrados? I was playing both for a while, and I know it's funny because like I don't think I played any Trolls on stream actually, but I was playing both for a little while because I think you really need to play Troll with Vivien. You need to play like some of those more cheaper creatures to go with Vivien. You also have Voracious Hydra in this build. But I mostly cut the Pelucranoses for Voracious Hydras, thinking I needed more removal against Amelia. But also Phoenix and Rakdos, I think, are going to be the 2 most popular decks. I think Amelia combo may be the 3rd. Maybe Boros might still be like more popular just because it was, I think, going to be more popular coming into this weekend. We'll see. Ooh, another Snoop. And another Hydra. But also like with Rakdos and Phoenix being so popular, Pelucrados was okay against Phoenix, but it does get like lightning axed and like it's not very good against the blue black build. It was just kind of underperforming for me. Profit the 13 months, Rep Soto with the 3. Thank y'all. Thank you for all the good luck wishes also. Let's talk more about Hornet Queen. That card is awesome. There are a lot of decks that just like get soloed by it. Okay, when it dies, damage to power to any target. Dies, damage power to target. Dies. But this one also proliferates. I guess. I don't even know what this is supposed to be representing. Okay, 1 damage here. I guess it's just another firebrand. Oh, a chain whirler. Cool. Well, I'm a little bit worried about like using this Hydra on the chain whirler and then allowing my opponent to snoop unimpeded. I also feel like I want to be able to cast my Titan of Industry next turn, so I guess I'm actually just kind of going to make a 4/4 Hydra, stabilize the board, and then hope to go over the top with Titan of Industry. They play Pumpthos and Thud. This Goblins build does? There's like no chance, right? Maybe. Real bad tech with the 3 months. Thank you, welcome back. We'll see. Use the Prime Sub on other creators and they banned Fury and it came crawling back. Hell yeah. Thank you for the Prime Sub. Alright, well. Titan of Industry has also just continued to be so impressive. What about making 8/8? What about making 8/8? Do you mean play Boseiju and Castle Garenbrig? Because I need to save my untapped land next turn to cast Titan. Looks like a Pioneer Hammer build. This is Goblins. This is not Pioneer Hammer. This is Goblins. Look, there's a conspicuous Snoop. There's a Goblin Chain Whirler. There's no white mana. It's not Hammer. Weird block. Yeah, they do probably have that Death Touch card. That's true. Uh-oh. Oh no, what do I do? Because they're just going to chump with the Chain Whirler and then cast this. Do I Boseiju them? I think I can Boseiju them first. Okay. We'll take that. Okay, we'll do a shield counter on the Titan as a little bit of insurance against them having another one. Just playing Lantern Control, I guess. They have Call in hand. We'll see. Maybe they do. It has to be their last card, but it does kind of make sense. Wait, where did I put the shield counter? I didn't put it on this one, did I? I'm so dumb if I did. I meant to put it on this one. Thank you so much, Corey. We'll see. We'll see if they have the touch. Okay, they don't have it. Cool. Hornet Queen usually good against these creature decks. Not necessarily so good against the Chain Whirler build. I'm kind of scared of the little combo. The Vivien plan seems like it could be a good way to kind of get around it. I think I maybe kind of main boarded against them. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Trail, with the 1 year anniversary. Happy anniversary. Alright, let's run it back. No sideboard plan for goblins. Makeshift to 42. Weathered Runestone for call. Yeah, it also stops Snoop, actually. Yeah, we should probably run the Runestone. Thank you, Gifter, for gifting MTG Bot a sub. Why are the Toxic Dinos in the sideboard? So you want to bring them in against mostly Blue White and Lotus Field. I bring them in them occasionally other spots too. But you want to be able to cut your Hydras against usually against Control I cut Hydras for them, and against Lotus I cut the Titans for them just to go faster. I mean they're insane against Control also. They just like, if you just draw 2 of them over the course of a match, Control has like almost can't win, I feel. What time do you get to ATL? I get there like 6 or 6ish. Yeah, mono green again. I mean the deck is just kind of broken and got a huge upgrade with Citadel. And it's kind of funny, like, so it's really funny that it just like got this Sunken Citadel upgrade, in my opinion, where what's great about this card is that it like works really well with Castle Garenbrig. What was awkward with that in Mono Green Devotion is that Karn is legal and you play Storm the Festival, and so you don't really play a ton of cards typically that are good with Castle Garenbrig. But they banned Karn, so now you like don't want to play. Now all of a sudden, like you're just kind of free to Castle Garenbrig until your heart's content. Green and Darcy, yeah, Green and Darcy. This is the 75 I submitted. Pretty happy with it. I wouldn't call losing Karn plus against an upgrade. Well, the Citadel is an upgrade. I don't know. You just, I don't know. Just try to actually be. The Citadel, whatever. I'm not saying the deck is better, but it also, I am saying it's better, actually. Like, I legitimately feel like my matchup against Phoenix and Rakdos and Boros are all better. I think my matchup against, like, Amelia and Lotus and Blue-White are worse. But I'm pretty happy that I feel like the matchup against Phoenix, specifically Phoenix, Rakdos, Boros are better with this build than the card build. Like, that is, like, that might actually mean that the deck is better. But I'm mostly just saying the deck did get an upgrade, and it's an upgrade that you could really fully use now that you've lost Karn. Alright, let's try to Oath into a Nykthos, potentially. A Hydra. Take a Hydra. So Hydra fight the Horde Master, I think. Maybe they'll like pop the Firebrand in response. So they exile Sukinzan. Just trying to think about if I should be attacking with the troll this turn. Seems like an okay attack. Think you fired the 6 months. Surprised these Vivien builds don't play any Thought Not Seer to 2 to 4. Well, you only have 4 lands in your deck that cast Thought Not Seer. So it doesn't feel like a card you can cast reliably. Interesting. A little bit worried about blocking the Chain Whirler again because of the whole Call of the Death Dweller situation. I'm gonna just have another Vivien in my hand. I'm actually kind of, I think, pretty happy with this attack. Just don't let them get the Chain Whirler in the yard. If they want to pop the Firebrand to kill Vivien, that's okay. I just play another Vivien on my turn if I don't draw Nykthos. I mean, I guess also if I draw Nykthos. Could also play a Hydra. Yeah, Hydra kill Battlecry Goblin seems kind of good. Should I Kiora? I guess I can't Kiora first. No Plukernos. Yeah, Plukernos was kind of underperforming for me. Especially with, like, the Boros. The Boros matchup is just pretty good already. Like your creature aggro matchups are a lot better in this build because you get to stabilize really hard with Titans and Hydras and post-board with Hornet Queen. And so you just don't... I don't think you need the Plukernos as badly. And especially with... I think Phoenix and Rakdos will be the 2 most popular decks. Followed by, like, Boros, Amelia combo, Lotus Field. Probably, I think Amelia maybe over Boros, but I think there's a chance Boros is more popular, just because like people maybe just are like YOLOing the deck, not wanting to prep too much. Yeah, Hydra's been real. I don't think the deck is better post Karn, but it does have like actually like real distinct advantages over the Karn builds. I think specifically you're worse against Blue White, Lotus Field, and Amelia combo that didn't exist at the time. Those matchups are worse. I think Rakdos, Phoenix, and Boros are better. Is my current experience. But I wasn't saying the deck is better post Karn. I'm just saying that like you actually get to utilize the power of Citadel now that Karn is gone. How did my Bean testing go? I found Bean to be okay. It was like a card I liked, but some of the cards you had to play as Bean payoffs I didn't love. And then Vivien also gives you like the speed you need in the Lotus Field matchup, and like I'm playing like this build too because we have 9 removal spells for Amelia combo, and I found like this formula to be like I've been beating it more than I've been losing to it. That makes sense. Been keeping lists of matchup records. I haven't, no. But I've been beating Sack, I've been beating Rakdos, I've been beating Phoenix. I've been beating Amelia combo, but there's been a couple times I would have lost if my opponent had been better. So like I don't think that matchup is favorable. But I've been, I haven't been losing to it, so I'm feeling okay. If our Kiora lives, we can cast a level. Or I guess we can only cast level if we draw one more land. We can cast Hydras. I've been beating blue-white also. I think blue-white is like slightly favored game 1, and then they get like really stomped by these T-Rexes post-board. Has been my that's been my experience. And then Lotus Field has been pretty play-draw dependent. When you say better against Rakdos, do you mean the version mid-range or Rakdos sacrifice synergies? I mean both. Like I know that the deck was already good against like Rakdos mid-range, but I think it's genuinely like a lot better now. Like I think despite already having been good, I recognize that it was already like not a bad matchup. I think I don't know that I've lost to it after like 7 or 8 matches against it. Not that the matchup is unlosable, but it's been really good. Yeah, T-Rex is uncounterable, ward 4, haste, 8/8 trample, toxic 4. Card is like it's just like they have to take 8 and then 4 toxic damage, and then they have to untap and spend their turn wrathing it, and then you're just free to like do whatever you want the next turn. Same with the 7 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, so up against Rakdos, usually what I do is I cut the Viviens for queens. Again, actually, I guess there's this sacrifice. Against sacrifice, I like queen a little bit less. I also don't like to play 4 Vivien on the draw against them. So sometimes I'll play T-Rexes, where the card can kind of surprise them and steal some games. It's kind of like unkillable for them. It's a little awkward if you can't like stabilize first. Could do 2/2. I like the Viviens a lot more in the play. I don't think I want 0 Viviens. Let's think about them more in the play. I don't think you want them as much in the draw. Let's do a 2/2 Hornet Queen Vivien. Do a few different things sometimes. Do you have plan against the combo deck? The Amelia combo? I mean, I have 9 main deck removal spells, and then I have Weathered Runestone in the sideboard. We're into Spirits at all testing. Yeah, I mean, like Hornet Queen post board, like just slaughters those matchups. Game 1 can be a little bit trickier. All right, probably can't mulligan this. Okay, well, I guess my plan is to go Kiora into double elf next turn. Ready to be the only green player at the RC? I am, actually. Like, the worst part about green was playing the mirrors. I don't think I'm going to see very many. If I consider playing Hidden Nursery. We have too many, like, non-forest as it is. We're already like, kind of greedy on our non-forest count. Yeah, I saw Dingo did well at the 4-color copycat deck. It's exciting. I've like literally never seen a copycat build be good, but it kind of, this is like kind of the best looking list I've seen. What does Weathered Runestone do against Amelia? It stops Coco, Court of Calling, and Return to the Ranks. It blanks 11 cards in their deck, including most of their tutors. They just gotta natural draw their shit. Yeah, this gave me a short stream today. I probably should have tagged the stream short stream. Oh, brutal. Well, hope the top of the library is kind to us. Claim and Deadly Dispute. And Damping Sphere. Okay. It's fine. No, it's just staying home this time. RCs are not great. Bring your non-magic playing. Significant other events. In my opinion. Okay, kind of happy with this time walk. Happy enough, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can still cast all my stuff, right? Just have to draw my stuff. Yeah, being able to combo with Wakeroot without having to put Wakeroot in your deck, I agree, has been really nice. The DreamHack, there's still FG stuff going on. I mean, she's also not like DreamHack's target audience. What's the big upside of Runestone over Cage? It stops Parhelion. So you can also bring it in against Greasefang. Which people will be playing, like, they just unban Copter. People will definitely play Greasefang. What are good Bring Your Dog Magic playing significant other events? I mean, Barcelona was fun, but mostly because we got to, like, leave the Magic stuff and do cool stuff. Ooh. 4, 5, 6. I think we killed the Sphere. I may be, like, unlocking their hand a little bit, though. Could have been better to, like, to kill the Harvester. But also this just kind of unlocks my plan pretty well. Wait, they animated this instead of the Hive? This is a 3-3, not a 3-2. Now I just get to kill both of their things instead of only one of their things. They also dispute the... Oh, they bitter triumph my leveler. Okay, well. Sure, we get to... Oh, they did this so they could hive my, They could hive my leveler this turn. Cool. Alright, so we take 3. They have 2 cards in their hand. One of them was just a Blightstep Pathway that they play. Okay, so we go... Play... Oh, sorry. I know... I never think that you have to tap the forest to sack it. This has been something I've, like, started to do several times. Let's just tap the Citadel. I don't think we'll need the extra devotion from Kiora being in play that badly. And if we, we're going to get to untap this. I do think I'm going to untap the Nykthos and activate it now, because I'm about to lose 3 devotion, and then sack this, get a 4/4 draw card. Vivien Arkbow Ranger, let's go. Spread out the love, make them less fragile to Mayhem Devil. Your turn. Not playing the Boseiju, but it feels kind of wild in like the Smuggler's Copter format now. Boseiju's been good. It was actually really good against goblins. I got to Lantern control them. Okay, opponents on a mold to 5. Needs to be a short stream. How long do we have? We have at least like 2.5 more hours. That's kind of like the stop time I'm shooting for, but maybe I'll call it a little bit earlier than that. Up against blue-white Lotus Field. And missed that crucial second land drop. These control matchups, again, have been, I think, slightly unfavorable game 1. And then have been a lot better in post-board games with the T-Rexes. Keeping one-handed baller. This is like an easy keep on the draw against a mulligan. Easy is just like straightforward keep, I think, even. They did mold a 5, so we may steal this game 1, despite like also this very elf heavy hand not great in this matchup. But it also like mono green in open deck list, it's really nice where like you can like the matchup, if you could like keep a hand that's like reliant on elves or not. You need to mulligan for something faster. So it's like a really, really important dynamic of the deck. I'll take a little Nykthos. Pretty good chance that they play Lotus Field next turn. Just wonder like how big a chance is they counter this. Like this is another thing too against control. I get to see like exactly what their counterspell suite is. I think I'm just gonna Haven. Playing double elf is kind of nice because it incentivizes them to sweeper, but I don't. I really want to be able to just dump my entire hand next turn, and I think that they're very likely to just go Lotus Field, copy with Thespian Stage, tap out, let me play a big Hydra, let me play a Vivien, let me set up to Eldrazi the next turn. Nando with the 3 months, thank you, welcome back. Yeah, Judicious Hydra is legal. We played a little bit with it, and like more of we had a build that was playing like one copy of Wakeroot in the main deck, and then 4 Judicious Hydra plus like up the Beanstalk to like dig for it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just max this out, so they have to kill it, and then we can just Vivien them because they spent their mana killing this instead of doing anything else. How would you replace Oath of Nissa if you don't play this Explorer? It's a good question. It's tough because it's just so important. You can try the 2 mana battle that digs 5 cards. That card does have some advantages. You can also like cut the oaths, and you can play like 1 more land, 3 Polukranos or something like that. You have a few different options. 1 more basic forest if I was going to play another land. Okay, so usually against control, I cut the T-Rexes they're bringing the T-Rexes for the Hydras, and that's about it. Occasionally, I think about getting a little weird and bring in one of the 2 Eldrazi's, and then I search for 2 of them over the course of a game and decide that's not good. Thoughts on Red Green Huntsman, Boats, and Pioneer? I mean, Doom's been doing pretty good with it. Could you ever cut or Hydra? No, T-Rex is too good. It's too good. Biscuit or Hydra just dies to get lost. This card just solos them. Hornet Queens 4. I bring in Hornet Queens against Rakdos midrange, Phoenix, Boros, Convoke, and a few other like aggro decks. Sometimes Greasefang, sometimes not Greasefang. Spirits, yeah, Spirits is 1. Angels is 1. They come in a lot. Then there's a lot of matchups where like they just can't beat a Hornet Queen, and this is a deck where you can cast Hornet Queen really quickly. Tribute to the World Tree in Green Devotion. Tribute to the World Tree is a card I have to reread every single time someone suggests it. It's like definitely a standard card. Why Dino versus Carnage Tyrant? Mostly because Dino is way, 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 way better. The problem with Carnage Tyrant.
It's trash.
This shit has haste, dude. It's bigger and it has haste, and it only costs 1 more mana. Yeah, this has definitely been my experience. If you just draw 2 of these over the course of a game, which is pretty easy to be honest. These games go pretty long. It's just hard to lose. Oh, I didn't see the announced season 2. That's exciting. I love that show. Something like Whisperwood Elemental? No. There's many cards I play over Whisperwood. I might even, if they sweeper here, which they kind of have to, it might be correct for me to just hit them for 4 with the Lair, and then next turn T-Rex them to dead. Yeah, this is what I'm playing in the RC. Wanted to, the people are already traveled there. People have submitted their deck lists. I feel like it's pretty unrealistic to think many, if any, people will switch this last second. But it has been going really well. All right, T-Rex it's so much better. I know it's a Zoomer card that none of y'all have ever fucking read before. Isn't it problematic not have instant removal? Yeah, I'm not saying the matchup is favorable, but this is literally as good as it's ever gonna get for the archetype. And I was pretty settled on this list after spending a long time working on it, and I decided not to just live in fear of a melee combo and switch decks. I think people are obviously very hyped for that deck. I know people that have like pivoted to it kind of last second, but I'm just gonna try to win the die roll and play my matches, I got a couple Weathered Runestone in the sideboard. Could have a third maybe over like second Damping Sphere. You're gonna have some bad matchups, you know. Sacred Foundry, Gigantha. Oh, Boros. Boros has been a really good matchup. Yeah, it looks looking pretty safe to Kiora here. Yeah, there is gonna be coverage. Okay, that's fine. They mulled to 5, I just noticed. If you put 2 shield counters on a creature to get destroyed, remove 1. I think you just remove 1. I'm not 100% sure though. If anybody knows, something I would like to check, I guess. Cool. Yeah, the shield counters can like sometimes let you tank it, but you're still like losing most of the time that they combo off. In my experience, they have 2 convoke creatures, and deciding which one to play first. Let's remind on humans. Do you expect to play any of it at the RC? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people register that deck, but it's also not necessarily a deck that I think is great. Okay, a little flooded. That's okay. Last year did not start round 1 until after 1 p.m. Yeah, I remember. They're always like these. Yeah, these events are always really slow. Does green have the weakest sideboard cards? I don't know. Maybe. There's not. I really wish there was like a hate bear in green that stopped the Amalia combo. I couldn't find one. Maybe there is one. So it did seem like the case. They had 2 convoke creatures. They reveal 2 Warden of the Inner Skies here. So they can, if they play them though, they cannot Giant Killer. Matchup against Merfolk. I think you're pretty good against like all the creature decks, has been my experience so far. Besides the melee. Like the the non-combo creature decks. Heard Magic Area isn't separate from main area. Well, it was last year. It was in Dallas, but we'll see. Yeah, I may also try to find noise canceling headphones. Blight Beetle? Yeah, there's and other colors. There's Blight Beetle, there's Frostodon. Tybalt played. Yeah. Any of your answers are going to be like Citadel for mana fixing, which is just not like a plan. They have 4 sources. Vorin collects subs counters on Amalia. That's true. We should probably have one. Let me just reread it. Okay, if an opponent would put 1 or more counters on a permanent player, they put half that many of each's count, rounding down. Stonebrain causes a draw, or Vorin causes a draw. Yeah, what happens if they combo? Because they let's reread Amalia. Flooded, huh? Let me see if I can get them to block and then like sack a land and draw a spell. They're forced to mill if it's infinite. Yeah, but then the loop keeps going. That's the problem? Is yes, they're forced to mill, but you still can't break up the loop, and it's still an infinite loop. No, they changed the rules where you have to mill the deck. They changed the rules, but it doesn't matter. It's still a draw. Would you rather lose or draw? I would rather win, if possible. If we're gonna play a card in my sideboard, if I draw it and cast it, I want to not just draw the game infinitely. Doesn't seem like a plan to win the match. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to play a sideboard card, to be like, okay, if I resolve this card, we're gonna draw probably. If they have to mill, why are they gonna draw? Because you still can't break the loop up. It's still infinitely looping with no way to disrupt it. Would have been nice to have drawn a spell this entire game, but is what it is. I think Mayo's gonna be less played. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little less played than people are expecting. I think it'll still be like a pretty represented deck though. But it's like it only got popular like last Sunday. The tournament is, card availability is very big issue. People can be not as confident in the deck. It is also going to have a big target on its head. I think there's a good chance it doesn't end up having like a great weekend or anything either. Good though. If the matchup is bad, then forcing a draw doesn't sound bad. It sounds awful to me because you're going to lose game one, more often than you win game one potentially. Or maybe it's play draw dependent. But if you just lose game one, then all of a sudden your plan of like forcing draws is just like not a good plan. And also if you just keep forcing draws, eventually your opponent will just have a game where they win. It does, to me it sounds like a completely unfeasible plan. Would have been nice to have drawn that with Kiora still in play, of course. I'm going to gain 5 instead of putting a shield counter. It was a good suggestion, though. Something like Tommy's safekeeping, protecting a blocker is probably reasonable. Yeah, but then like you lose the rest of your board, and then you just chump blocker with that blocker. I mean, you already have the shield counter to do that sometimes. At least you guys didn't need to deal with Discover combo. I mean, the Planeswalker is still legal, although that plan I do think is worse. For what it's worth. Just casted another giant killer. Guess they couldn't chop down with Thali in play. Hippo version awful. Yeah, I hope people think Hippo version's awful because it's definitely my worst matchup. That is like the deck I'm hoping to dodge, but it seems pretty reasonable to try to dodge it. Although one of my friends who's kind of crazy and plays decks that I would never recommend ever is playing it this weekend, and I hope he does well. I'm really trying to make this a 1 league stream. Want to just play black-red? I'm doing pretty good with this deck. It's been going pretty well. Black-red is also going to be like the most popular deck, I think, and I've had a very good matchup against it so far. Okay, so they tap the Titan. I send with everything. I lose a 4/4. They eat a 4/4. They either trade. They're going to lose 2 creatures. Let's say they just keep the biggest creature. Then they'll have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, it's Xaxes because I have this to like just gets tapped. Should still be able to attack with these 2. Which is not like, doesn't feel like a super winning line, but they also kind of like undie or whatever and they can't come back. I also got, I got pretty flooded this game. Just got to make something happen. Activate Castle to pump. I don't think that's I have literally nothing I can use my mana on here, right? I guess I have this Boseiju, the blood token. Probably bad because we can Boseiju response to like Gleeful Demolition. Okay, these intertapped. Game 2. All right, Vivien's out. Hornet Queen's in. Send all 4 double pump with both castles and your board. Wait, what? Like literally, what do you think castle is? Like what card do you think this is? I'm so confused. Usually I can like guess what card you're confusing it with. I actually don't know what card you're confusing it with. Lair maybe? Kane with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, maybe the red castle. +6/+6 to target creature. Yeah, I don't think that card exists. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Custic Wolf Run. The desert? Yeah, maybe the desert. But that's only a sorcery speed. Yeah, it's obviously not a big deal that they think this card's something different. It's just usually I can like guess what card they're confusing it with. I just can't even guess this time. New deck take a minute ago. Yeah, sure thing, Billa. Let me take a look. Sorry, I missed it. Oh boy. Shigeki Loop Rock. I'll say this kind of what's the other card that this card's like seasons past? I talked to Kai about season past actually this summer. It's just like it's just so slow and it's so slow. This deck looks so slow. And also you're only playing 2 Fatal Push and the Pioneer. I feel like you just like isn't that the best removal spell? That shit is 1 mana in the Smuggler's Copter format. I think this Garruk is probably unplayable. Ren 7 isn't very good. I don't really understand, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess does it feel like you just need... I mean, this doesn't even work with Shigeki. Yeah, this says return non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand, and all of your big cards are legendary, which I also don't understand. And am I missing something? Like, this is the name of the deck, Shigeki Loop. Okay. This card return X non-legendary cards from your graveyard to hand. Legendary, 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 legendary. Like most of your big stuff, you still have. You know, Blood on the Snow, removal spells, one of Spelunking. Gonna get a Loxodon and a Knight Errant. Can I play Oath of Nissa into Hornet Queen? I may need to use the castle mana, so I play Oath, Devotion. That gives me 5. I guess I'm gonna go Devotion 4, 5, 6. I guess I can't Hornet Queen this turn. Just 1 short. It's okay. Save me, Hornet Queen, please. Return X non-legendary. Yeah, I guess I just don't get it. I don't, you know, it just seems incredibly slow, and I don't really get the 2 of Turtles in a deck with no blue mana either. Just as the regrowth, like isn't Balagan Recovery at that point just better because it's like a land? I guess the one's uncounterable or whatever, but playing it to return the enchantment and Blood on the Snow over and over to control the board. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I guess you should play 4 Fatal Push. You probably shouldn't play Garruk. I don't know. That's about all I can tell. Pretty good draw over there. So they get a Giant Killer and a Recruiter. This may actually be a game where they can overpower Hornet Queen, which is not something I've really seen so far. We do need to draw spells at some point in this match, no matter what. See what happens. Should be pretty free to play this Oath. Another Troll. Oh, I can't play it first. Hold it for Kiora anyways, I guess. Can I attack with this Troll? I don't think I can. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best Boros draws I've ever seen. So 5 cards in their hand. But we played, you know, our 5 for 1. Got a lot of good top decks. Yeah, I guess I haven't played enough Kamigawa Limited to see the combo. What do you do against Lotus Field and Phoenix? Against Lotus Field, like, Vivien is your best card. You can cast an Eldrazi on turn 4 a lot of the time with her. You can also, like... You also bring in the T-Rexes and try to race. You also have dampings here in the sideboard. Play draw matters a lot. Phoenix is a pretty good matchup. Like, your Titans have reach against blue-red Voracious Hydra is just solos them. Against blue-black, you usually bring in a different plan. Okay, Kiora is a pretty good draw now. May see them just like close their eyes and sit with everything. Okay, they're not going to sit in with their big creatures because they don't want to trade them for the tokens. I guess that's okay. Let's put the queen in front of the ornithopter. Probably down to trade here. Then we still have 3 death touch creatures for their big creatures. Take like 4. Plus we have, Ogoth Troll coming down. Seems fine. We'll need to draw some action. I mean, I could cast that. Or like, I can this gives me a 2/2. Yeah, I'm gonna save this one for Kiora if I can. Your turn. Seems like a horrible attack. I feel like it was okay. In theory, we're also like top decking a lot better than them. We have 4 Titan of Industries, we have 3 Hornet Queens, we have 4 Voracious Hydra, we have 4 we don't have Vivien anymore. We just have a lot of good top decks. The mana I play is not just for bands on bands, so you can play a bit slower. So you need to speed for the copter back. Yeah. Oh, there's our Hornet Queen. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like I just don't really see what the deck is doing better than like other slow decks like Control or like other black-based mid-range decks like Rakdos. But it does look super fun. This probably something I should have said also. Deck looks super fun. Let's get it for 4. They maybe could have beat the first Hornet Queen without like some kind of like sweeper on the side. Don't know if they could beat the second. Yeah, Kiora still cycles if we draw it. I need to find some Kioras, though. If anybody's going to the RC and has some, my friend who's supposed to bring them didn't bring them. I'm not too worried about being able to find them. It feels good to. We were on the play that game, but that was an insane Boros draw. Queen is just so unbeatable. Do Make might have them? Yeah, I need to message people. I just woke up this morning to see that I've been betrayed. This hand's close on the draw. Opponent keeps 7. I think we just can't keep any, like, no Elf, no Wolfwillow Haven on the draw. Ugh. Okay. Doesn't look close. I mean, you have Hornet Queen plus, like, Nykthos. But yeah, I agree it's them all. I was just trying to talk myself into keeping it, maybe. I think I have to put back Kiora. Well, maybe not. If I just draw a land, Kiora is, like, really good in this hand. Yeah, I think we do this, and then if we draw a land that we can oath for, try to oath for a spell. If we draw a spell, try to oath for a land. Ship Titan Elf. I feel like just on the one lander I need to keep it, like if I keep an expensive spell in my hand and I draw an expensive spell like this, it's a disaster. I feel like I just have to keep all the cheap cards. Worst case, they're like $1. I'm just worried about card availability. Card availability at tournaments has been very bad for a long time now. So there's Clue Sacrifice or Resolute Reinforcements. Ugh. Alright, let me take an L. Looking bad. Let's see what we draw. Do people not have completed decks before they go to tournaments? How often are people finishing stuff after they arrive? I don't know. Like, I thought I had my Kiora accounted for. I don't. I'd say historically most Magic player, or a big chunk of Magic players, are missing a card or two before a tournament. It's pretty normal. Should I untap an elf? Guess. So I think my path to victory is my opponent ignores Kiora and I draw a Hornet Queen. Yeah, mail doesn't arrive in time a lot of the time unless you use cool stuff ink and code spike for 5% off. 9, 13. So if I chump here, I have 4 devotion, 4 untap, 5, 6. Yeah, I have to take it. Aren't the same vendors on site? Dude, vendors don't have fucking constructed like commons and uncommons. Even like rares and stuff, a lot of times they're struggling with. They just have like expensive EDH cards that they're trying to to like get rid of. I don't know. We're actually like stabilized here. Oh, wait, they can chef it dunes? Does it? But I think I still have enough blockers to live. We're like getting, our elves are getting slaughtered. Oh no. The message takes the paper only Pioneer deck. I didn't, but I ended up feeling it was gonna be bad against like the top decks anyways. Yeah, we're dead if they realize they can Power Stone for the Chef at Dunes. I'm kind of okay though, like bowling to 5 against a fast draw on the draw, and like still like we weren't that far away from stabilizing. Oh, and they punt. Good news. So can I block any of these? I can, right? Oh, I'm dead if I block like this, so go to 1. Problem is, of course, like I can't like cast anything. It's probably dead. No outs. Can I draw Old Growth Troll into something? I don't think so. Alright, took the L. Let's switch decks for the RC. Get a 4-1 prediction going. I don't think opponent knows how to deck. Oh, how to brick? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they did miss lethal. But, I mean, like, not knowing what your the Power Stone token does on the board. Am I a Naruto fan? Fan is, like, too light of a word. I engage in a experimental, hybrid Naruto lifestyle. I just would like the Boseiju, I think. Meat with the 12 months, Turk with the 31. Thank y'all. Probably leading on tap Sunken Citadel. And put a Haven on it, turn 2. The coolest sign I saw was flash an Emperor and put a counter on Amalia. So that way they just deck themselves because the power is no longer 20. What happened after that? Like, did they have another removal spell to not draw? Thanks again, Arkbound. Looks like Phoenix. Hooked on Phoenix. I'm just gonna slam the Vivien here. Can cast it a big thing next turn if they don't counter it. They mill their whole deck. Yeah, they mill their deck, but then the loop continues, and then I don't think anybody understands this. The loop still continues, and you draw the game if no one can break up the loop, despite the fact that they also have to mill their deck. Basic mountain might be creativity. Yeah, good point. I think same plan, since I don't want to like have to bank on hitting a land. Maybe they have another counter spell. Spell Pierce in the deck, maybe. Seems like they fucked up printing Amalia. Yeah. Maybe. You can kill it after the loop. Yeah, if you have a removal spell. That is the nerf. If you kill it, if they loop again, you kill it, and they also don't have their black green 2-drop in play, or you kill that too, then they lose to decking themselves. That's the nerf. Not the biggest nerf ever. We lost to Boros. We got pretty flooded game 1, and then we mulled to 5 game 3, and weren't quite fast enough. Feel okay about it. We beat a really, really good draw from them game 2, though. Like maybe the best Boros draw I'd ever seen. Okay, Spite plus anything? 2 Spites, maybe? Weird game. Oops, all Viviens. Can play this Oath first this time. So if I play Llanowar Elf, I can Vivien. Thank you, Sunken Citadel. You just tap for 2 mana. That's crazy. But it enters tap, so it's balanced. I'm gonna Vivien, opponent. You got 2 more volcanic spites? I guess they do in the deck, huh? Want to try Citadel on coffers? Do you think 2 should be safe? At most 2 should be safe? I'd probably just fucking play 4. I don't know. The card's really good. Two should be fine. A lot of people do play the card. A lot of people don't play 4. I might just play 4. Do we Emrakul them or do we Ulamog? We can play around Lose Focus. Emrakul's a bit safer though, I think, against like them untapping and creativitying me. If they have like oh, what's it called? The big score or something. Does play to Lose Focus a little bit harder. Yeah, big score. Got him. Oh, they must have just drawn this Piers. Look at this in the chat. Big score creates 2 aspiring spikes. Let's go. Then one of me can continue to stream, and the other aspiring spike can go to Atlanta. Great news. Us will be thrilled. Tutors the 21. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay. Resolves. Okay, so do we play Fable, negate Fable? Do we play Impulse, negate Impulse? I feel like Fable, negate Fable, probably. Okay, your turn. That's easy. Yeah, classic Emrakul bug. In response, Impulse. Wait, I have a response to that. I cast Impulse. Impulse allows me to look at the top 4 cards of my library, put one of them in the hand, and the rest on the bottom of my library. Shows the hand. Okay. T-Rex in. Hydra out. Submit button clicked, I think. And then shuffle. Wait, you shuffle with Impulse? I haven't cast many Impulses. I'm sure I've never shuffled. You get DQ'd from the tournament for never shuffling off Impulse. No, it's any order. It was errated out. All right, baby. In the clear. Vindicated. Search the top 4. Oh, boy. No Weathered Runestone against creativity? Doesn't stop creativity, does it? Yeah, creativity lets them enter from exile. So, you know, this is for Greasefang and then Amelia combo. Playing any modern today? No, there's the Pioneer Regional Championship is tomorrow. I'm flying in like 4 hours or something. Look at top four, and so we're just practicing the deck I'm playing tomorrow a little bit, just chilling. And then when I come back, we're gonna be a timeless only stream forever. So I may not play Magic Online anymore. This may be my last Magic Online stream. One of your hands shuffle, cool. It's been a good run, chat. But I just need to cast Lurrus again. Timeless Lol. If it wasn't so expensive, I would have already streamed it, I think. I'm gonna put back the second Citadel, I think. We'll see. I want to try to make it happen though. Yeah, if I do well at this tournament, it's easy. Timeless stream. The thing too though is it's like I would be like a lot more comfortable pulling the trigger, spending like $1,000 on Timeless, if I knew that like, if the money just wasn't gone forever, dude. You buy Magic cards, you buy modern, like, you know, Magic Online cards or paper cards, get some of that shit back if you don't want to play anymore. On Arena, it's like, thanks for the $1,000, sucker. We're banning your deck. Just borrow an account. Yeah, people just go, oh, I've had a lot of DMs of people, and I appreciate the thought. A lot of people have DM'd me saying, Spike, you can just have my account. It seems to be against the terms of service, and the worst outcome is me getting perma-banned for account sharing. Yeah, you could write it off your taxes, but that also doesn't mean it's free, you know what I mean? But yeah, yes, like, at least for me, it's tax deductible, I'll tell you what. That is nice. Spend like 120 across maybe 6 months to build Grixis Shadow and Timeless. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm down to like buy like one deck. Just like buy a deck, ideally with a lot of staples. It'll be a few $100. And just do a quick vibe check, and then nobody will watch because everybody here is just a Magic Online boomer, and then I'll go be a Magic Online employee forever. Sultai Gift Earl. They don't have if they had Gifts Ungiven, we'd be playing it right now. I'd skip the RC. Yeah, if they put Gifts Ungiven on Arena, we're doing it. They discarded creativity. Let's say Containment Priest or Weathered Runestone is better against Amelia combo. Probably Containment Priest, since you could like flash it in and get them, but you have to be careful to not get got yourself, because like Coco and Court are also an instant, and if it's an open deck list RC, they see that shit's on your deck list. You could be the one who gets got instead. You would not be the get gotter, you'd be the get-id. Hark, Winslow, hark. Be wary of being got by fancy play syndrome. Try the deck off stream with someone's account? Maybe. But I would also never do that because that's still account sharing. As Timeless like modern with commander cards? No, Timeless is like... It's like a weird hybrid of vintage and modern. It's really weird. It is a pretty unique format, and it like, very simply put, it looks super fun, and I'm getting some FOMO, you know what I mean? It looks super fun, I'm getting some FOMO, so we'll see. Test Timeless on Moto someone? Just, yeah. Hey, Doom Lake, let's make our own Timeless. What an idea. Special's probably not great. Although maybe I should have these Hydras though, because all their removal's red. Maybe Hydra's better than Titan. Titan seems kind of... I guess it kills Fable. Let's try Hydra T-Rex. Yeah, you get to go Dark Ritual to Necropotence, and you get to play Uro and Field and Mystic Sanctuary and Brainstorm and Death Dread Shaman. Wait, Sentinels League. It looks super fun. Another thing too is like it may end up being like a little bit of a fad, but I enjoy to play. I want to play some fun Magic. Is that so hard? Is that so bad? I guess we put back Second Forest here. Whenever Runestone, it doesn't stop creativity. You can LED Breach Brain Freeze. Yeah, format might fad out, but I think we'll see. At the end of the day, like, you know, I got to take sub risks as a content creator every once in a while. Like, you really do have to like evolve or die as a Twitch streamer, as a YouTuber person, and but I'm down to like try it. I'm down to try Timeless. I'm down to spend some money on like a deck, and then another deck, and then become a full-time arena streamer. But listen, y'all have to be nice to the arena. They're like we're gonna actually also for the first time this year, if we stream Timeless, we'll get new viewers. we'll be tapped in to like the Croquis pool of the arena normies who will come in and they'll be like, "Wow, who is this streamer? I've never fucking heard of them before. Did you just start streaming Magic? Did you just start? I'm so excited to tune into your stream." So please be nice to them, because boy do we need them, huh? Do I minus a Kiora for 1 damage here? Obviously should have put back Kiora. Okay, so I will be playing around Lose Focus. I'm so excited at the RC against all these blue decks. I know what stupid shitty counterspells they're playing because it's open deck list. I just get to look. Believe it or not, we came here when you're playing Dark Souls. I believe it. Boy, did I love the Dark Souls era. I want to return to that also, of course. My recent practice did go pretty well. And I haven't practiced since, and I want to do like this charity stream this year. It's gonna be a lot. Wait, they didn't kill my elf? They just let me. I guess they wanted to hold the blues focus. That's kind of all that makes sense. So this is 4, 5, 6. So I have to draw a land to T-Rex next turn, or a no. I mean, this ain't bad. I was playing around lose focus last turn. I don't think I should lose the focus of that and not play around it here. Can I draw this hot at the RC? We'll see. Lose focus this blue mage. Oh yeah, sorry. I always think lose focus is the other card. Make disappear. Every single time I've thought of the card make disappear, I've said lose focus. So much that the chatters are just kind of used to it. But also I feel like lose focus would be a sick Pioneer card for what it's worth. Dude, T-Rex is so good. Why not Carnage Tyrant, Spike? Why not Carnage Tyrant? It's smaller, it's weaker, it's slower, it doesn't have toxic. It is pathetic compared to the might of the T-Rex. Okay, so yet another 4-1. I believe with the deck I've 4-1'd every league with the exception of 1-3-2 and 1-4-0 drop. Which, you know, I'll take, I guess. Okay, I think we have time to at least start another one. If it goes long...